Welcome, everybody. Please, as you come in, like and share the video. Do me a favor to like and share the video, please. Welcome, guys. I see 2 persons watching. Welcome. Please, as you come in, say hello, say hi, like, share, please. Jamila, Jamili, darling sisters, welcome, darling. Welcome. How are you doing today, sis? I was waiting for you, Jamila, Jamili, sis. Please like as you come in. All right, darling. Please check out Siri on YouTube. That's my fellow sister from Barefoot, who is doing an amazing job to represent us. Please like and share as you come in. Like, share, invite our village people, invite friends. Let's have a calm and relaxed show. Principal, welcome, our voice of reason. Happy New Week. Thanks so much for joining. I hope you guys are enjoying the song. Please like and share as you come in. Let me share a bit of my culture with you all. FBI Clarence, my darling big sis, thank you so much for coming to support your own baby sis. Thanks for always being there. Thank you so much. Hey! Oh! Hey! If you are not proud of your culture, then I don't know what you'll be proud of. If you cannot be proud of your identity, then I don't know what you're proud of. Please like and share as you come in. All right, darling sis. Yes, please. That's very important. That's very important. Angumajino walk one day, Angumajino walk one day. And the thing see Venice Sansa, and the thing will see Venice Sansa, long, Gumagamon see Venice Sansa. Welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody. Sherry's Kitchen, my lovely big sis. Oh my God, tell my baby sis that achu. You guys should visit Sherry's Kitchen. That channel is just so sweet. It cheers me every single time. Every video. I don't miss any video that my baby sister drops. So please check out that channel. She's eating achu. That achu looks so appetizing. It reminds me of a certain place in Bamenda. I don't know anybody who knows Commercial Avenue. City Chemist Roundabout. Is it City Chemist? Yes, City Chemist Roundabout. there is this spot there in Bamenda that achu reminds me of this spot. That if you visit Bamenda, you have to visit this spot. Literally, it's very appetizing. Queen Atkins Diamond, my sis of high standards. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I hope you all are having a great start of the new week. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. I had an amazing weekend. I don't know what you all were doing. But my weekend was so full of activities, but very exciting and interesting activities. Honestly, big sis, that achu is not a joke. Like, seriously, I was salivating as I was watching her eat her achu. I was like, you had all the obstacles. You guys know what obstacle is, right? The obstacles, like the stripe, the the red meat itself, and then it had the fish, it had the vegetable, and the yellow soup was just the perfect color. I mean, that's a real achu. When I mean yellow soup, that was yellow soup. My God. It reminds me of my grandma, my late grandma of blessed memory. Honestly, the achu soup reminded me of when she would prepare achu soup when I'm coming back from school holidays. Like when I'm coming back from school on holidays, she would prepare achu because she knew I loved achu. Exactly, Jamila says that achu. Oh God, I don't know. Achu. One finger around the world. Sophia James, welcome, darling sis. I see you. Thank you so much for joining. So, yes, I was asking how you all spent your weekend, and I'm hoping that you all are having a great start of the new week. Like I said, or I mentioned earlier on, my weekend was packed full with activities, but it was an amazing one. It was exciting. We had an Afro-Caribbean night, well, Afro-Caribbean fundraising event in church. For a good cause. So we raise money to help the less privileged in communities back home in Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda. We haven't done Cameroon yet, so we're hoping to organize one for Cameroon. But it was amazing. It was fantastic. You just to know that you're doing this for people in need, just make it all worthwhile, even if you are exhausted. And yeah, so it was an amazing, and we raised a good amount of money. So I'm so proud of us all, for the people who participated. I mean, for everybody, if you can do something good for somebody, it doesn't matter what it is, but as long as you're changing one life, making a positive impact in the life of a single person, okay, you have done a great deed. And that's what we should all be focusing on. You don't need the world's money to change somebody's life. You don't need the world's time to create, time for somebody, to give an open and safe space for somebody. Talking about open and safe space, last week was Mental Awareness Week here in the UK. I don't know about other parts of Europe and America, but last week it was all about mental health awareness. And mental health is something that, as Cameroonians, as Africans, we need to talk more about. Yes, we hear about it here and there, but I feel like we need to talk more about and sensitize people about mental health, because it's not something that we talk a lot in our African communities. It's almost like a taboo, but I'm proud and I'm pleased that a few people are talking about it. And we talk a lot and we focus on depression and other mental illnesses. But the thing that I like about last week mental health situation was that it focused on anxiety or anxiety disorder. And that's something that affects you and I, every single person watching me now, with the exception of nobody, with the exception of no one. At one point in our life, you've been anxious. And anxiety is something that comes either through triggers or suddenly, unawares. Okay, it comes unaware or it comes due to triggers. Okay, so it's absolutely important that we talk about this because it affects every single human being. Anxiety, and that's one mental issue that is literally plaguing our communities. It's plaguing the world as a whole. And I want to talk a little bit about this because we had a little training session, and I just feel like It was beautiful. I can't talk about everything that was discussed during this training, but I just want to pick a few points that was discussed and share it out there, you know, so that we can understand this, and also how we can help our fellow friends or family members who may be going through anxiety disorders or, you know, anxiety. Now, a lot of us, we either working or we are in relationships, and relationship can be platonic, or it can be, you know, bloodline, and it can be, you know, marriage or partners, boyfriends. And please, as you come in, like the video. And one of the things that can cause anxiety for us, be it at work or in a relationship, can be the unpredictability of that relationship. Okay, it's very important. And I can relate that in our community, in our 237 media space in particular. Okay, you hear a lot about betrayal. You hear a lot about friendship gone sour. You hear a lot about the damaging effect of friends stabbing their so-called friends at the back. Lumdekumba, my darling sis, thank you so much for coming. Thank you, sis. Much love. Much love, my outspoken sis. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. So, Poppy King, my beautiful mama, my sis, the fine one, curvaceous girl. Welcome, darling sis. I see you. So, you know, some of the relationships are very unpredictable. And when you are in a relationship that is very unpredictable, you get anxious. You get so anxious because you don't know what's going to come out. You hear now about voice notes here and there. Now, even people who are having great relationships are perhaps questioning their own relationship, and it's creating that feeling of anxiousness in every single person. And now you're talking to somebody, you don't know if you're being recorded or not. And now you're with somebody, you don't know if this person truly loves you or they are here to come and take rainy days. And these are the kind of things that we don't understand can impact our life in a negative way, can actually impact our health, our mental well-being. That anxiety in the relationship, anxiety at work. If you're a boss, or if you're in a position of leadership, you have to consider your employees. You have to consider the people, your teammates, the people you're leading, because if you're not a good leader, and every time a person is thinking about coming to work and the environment they're going to come to work, and they feel like they really don't understand the mood you're going to be in or how they are going to be approached at work that day, it causes them that anxiety, that feeling of anxiousness. So if you're a leader, please take it upon yourself to create a safe space for those working for you or those answerable to you. Is very important. And we have to be careful with our emotional tone as well. You know, find time for yourself. Make sure you create time for yourself. It's very, very important. Self-love, they talk about self-love. That's what I mean. It's not just about you. If you cannot create time to enhance yourself, your own happiness, your own well-being, your own stable mental frame of mind, you cannot give it to someone else. It's very, very important. And how can we make sure that we have a safe space? How can we make sure we have a safe space for everybody? It's about being honest, open and honest with our emotions. Being open and honest with your emotion, it's not all about smiling all the time. Okay, Bella is here. You see me smiling all the time when I'm in front of the camera. But I need to make people understand. You all have seen me in my raw emotions, because just to tell you that Bella is not happy all the time. And that's what everybody needs to do. Be honest and open with the emotions that you feel. If you're sad, don't be ashamed. If you're happy, make people know you're happy. Say it, so that the person who also exhibits such emotion doesn't feel like I'm mad or I have to hide mine because everybody looks so perfect. It's very, very important that you're able and comfortable to express how you feel. So it's almost like a role model expression. Be that role model. Talk to somebody. Yvette Moko, my darling baby sis, welcome. Talk to somebody. Explain to them. Make them understand that you have also gone through that. You also feel anxious. They're not mad. They're not crazy. It happens, and it can happen to everyone. And it happens to everybody. Okay? It happens to every single person. And then you have to, you know, be curious. Don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid to ask. Exactly, Support Pekin. You have seen me cry in the Queen's language. have seen me cry, you've seen me laugh, you've seen me frustrated. Those emotions are human emotions, and we should be able to express that so that people can relate with Bella, so people can relate with me. It's very important. And be curious. Talk to somebody. Exactly, Sophia James. Support Picking knows how to get me, you know. I don't know how people cry in the Queen's language. But there you go. So you have to let's be curious. Ask somebody, talk to somebody. Sometimes, you know, we see things we don't understand, yet we are afraid to ask. Ask to understand, because it's only by understanding that you will be able to find the right approach towards somebody or someone who is suffering with anxiety issues. Ask. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Practice empathy. Show some sign of empathy. Empathize with somebody. Understand their triggers. If somebody says to you, this triggers me, understand it. Don't dismiss it. Don't underestimate the triggers for somebody. Something that may be a trigger for you may not be a trigger for me. For example, I like talking. Anybody know? You know, you guys know, I love talking with example. For example, I may say, okay, I haven't had hot water, or my boiler is down for a week or for 2 days. That literally gives me anxiety. It makes me anxious. You know, I'm thinking, oh my God, how am I going to have a cold shower for 3 days? Oh my God, I can't shower. Or perhaps, what if my period should arrive? How am I going to have a proper shower or proper bath when I haven't got hot water? That, you know, creates that feeling of anxiety for me. Whereas for somebody, they're like, come on, it's just a broken boiler. You can deal without a shower for a week. No. Empathize. See into that. Understand where the person is coming from. And that way, that person will be able to get that support that is so need to overcome their anxiousness. It's very, very important. Blanche Ingram, my beautiful baby sis, welcome, darling. I see you. Thank you so much. We need to be true to ourselves and express our emotions. Yes, most people die in silence. They do. And those get themselves in deep depression. Yes, they do. And that's why it's important. I love the focus for this mental awareness period, which is anxiety, because that's something that everybody suffers from. All right, darling sis. All right, baby sis. So please, and you know, recommend help. Recommend help for people. And when somebody comes to you and tells you they are suffering from anxiety, they're struggling with their mental well-being, do not judge them. Do not doubt them. Believe them. Make them understand you believe them, and ask them how you can best support them. Okay? Ask them how you can best support them. If you know you can't support them fully, recommend somebody that you think can help them, especially professionally. Be there and open and willing to listen to those people. Is very, very important. Create a safe space for them. And very importantly, thank the person for coming up, for trusting in you, for having that confidence in you to open up and talk to you about their mental state of mind. Because it's not easy for somebody to come up to you and say, you know what, I'm struggling mentally. It takes courage. And so when somebody comes to you and tells you that, thank them for having that faith in you to talk to you about it. And for just the fact that they have that faith and believe in you, you have to be very confidential with that information. Some of us don't know how to be confidential. Somebody comes to you and tells you they're struggling mentally. Before you know it, the whole village is aware of it. The whole community is aware that this person is suffering from some anxiety issue or panic situations or schizophrenia or depression. No. You cannot breach that confidentiality that person has for you or with you. The Mother My Wisdom Sis welcome is very, very important. It's very, very important. Okay? Please support, support, support. Support and care is key. Okay? So I thought I'd share this little information with you all. I don't want to keep this to myself. If I, you know, it's a training session that I actually attended, and I found this information very useful, and you know, it's only fair. Maps Chairman, welcome, welcome, welcome so much, bro. Thank you so much for joining. What goes around? Thank you so much, darling. Thank you. I appreciate you. What does What has what goes around said? Let me read that from this other phone. Let me read. Please like the video as you come in. Ama TV, my beautiful selfless sis. Hi, Ebony Beauty. Ebony Beauty. What goes around says, thank you for addressing mental health, Abella. Anxiety can lead to panic attacks, which can be deadly. Our African upbringing and background does not recognize this. Very important, especially in the diaspora. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for re-echoing that. Thank you so much. What goes around, I appreciate you. And thanks for the financial blessings. Please like the video as you come in and share. It's very important that we share or we like. We have 19 people watching, just 12 likes. Please just do me a favor and like the video. That's the only way you can appreciate, or you can show me that you appreciate what I'm doing, or you actually you're enjoying the content. Okay, please show me some love. So like I said, this was a training session that I had. It was a long training session, but I had to summarize it and just pick this little bit to share with you all, my fellow brothers and sisters. And that's the only way we can contribute, our own little way of contributing, towards the betterment of our community. So I hope somebody somewhere will pick one or two things that will help them or encourage them, be you a viewer or be you somebody experiencing anxiety at this very point in time. Right, now, let me get into today's topic. So we have two things we're going to tackle today, but the main topic will be blackmail. But I want us to talk about this. There's a short video that Edochie did. And I want us to talk about it quickly, just, glance over it. And then we get into the real topic for today, the real deal for today. Now, you know how we always talk about people who want to share their business on social media. So if you are somebody and a celebrity or a private individual, and you've decided to make your business our business, people will always talk. If you've decided to make people your online in-laws, of course, the in-laws have a role to play in your life. And with all the recent events that has surrounded the Edochie's family, I find it laughable if any one of them, except me, would come online and try to criticize people for interjecting in their relationship or with whatever that is happening in their family. Sit down, honey. Co-host, take a seat, honey. Can you sit down for me, please? Thank you very much. Thank you. Sorry, guys. Siri in the building, my mama. Queen of culture. All hail the queen. All hail the queen. All hail the queen. Thank you so much, Muma. Thank you for putting Bafut on the map, the world stage. Thank you so much for representing our culture. I appreciate you so much. In fact, I'm so proud, to be able to sing in my own local language. So thank you so much for making us so proud to speak our own language, even in the diaspora. Thank you for representing us. Thank you so much, sis. And thank you for making the time to join us today. Thank you so, so much. We are all so proud of you. Culture to the world. Culture to the world. Thank you, Mamu Umia, Muma, Mamu Umia. So, I find it laughable, like I said, when people are talking, when Yule comes out to say, oh, who gives off, let me play the video. Now, let me play the video before we carry on, because I don't want to just carry on. I can talk about this guy for long, but I really don't want us to spend much time on him. Now, let me play the video or the audio, and then we can talk about it and then move on. Please like and share. And thanks to all the new subbies. Thank you for everyone that has joined us since our last show. I appreciate you all so very much. And of course, my returning subscribers, my loyal ones, thank you all so much for always being so supportive. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Where are we? Okay. No, it's not this one. Please like and share for me, please. Okay, I'm hoping it's this one. Okay.
It is not. I mean, let's be honest.
Okay, now I'm going to start it from the beginning. Please don't not blink or miss a second.
The only person I owe an explanation is me, my wife. She's the only person I owe.
I don't know if it's just me. Auntie Rosemary, my auntie dearest, welcome, auntie. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. I hope you're feeling fantastic. Debunkers Parliament, my Muma represented. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining, Muma. I don't know if it's just me. Ivy Love, welcome, darling sis. Thank you so much. Please, as you come in, like the video, show your girl some love. I don't know if it's just me, but this guy's voice irritates me. It's not just because of the May situation. From the get-go, there's something about his voice that just gets under my skin. I don't know if it's just me or someone else has a problem with his voice. It's irritating. It's annoying. So the whole situation even makes it worse. Big sis Zion Fred, welcome, my beautiful, beautiful, fashionable big sis. Thank you so much for coming.
Explanation, yes. And when and how that explanation is done is still.
I'm going to start it back, Mr.
The only person I owe an explanation is me, my wife. She's the only person I owe an explanation, yes. And when and how that explanation is done is still not the business.
Mom of two boys.
It is not. I mean,
he's saying that his explanation to me is none of our business. When and how he does this is none of our business. But he made it our business to come online and tell us about his family status. So how can you say it's none of our business when you are trying to force your business on us? If this is not madness, I don't know what this is. I don't know if sometimes he listens to himself speak, but this guy is literally annoying. I don't go Lily, my darling Vixis, welcome. I used to love his Barry White kind of voice, but because of his this, I can't stand him. Very arrogant idiot.
be honest. Let's be factual.
Thank you, Super Pekin.
There are men out there, a lot of men who have children from different women. They even have different families. We have women who have children, who are married, who have children for other men in their families. We have priests, we have clergymen, pastors who have children from different women, from different marriages, all over the place. All sorts of issues, yet these people don't have the guts to come out and own up to it and say, these are my children, this is my child, or anything like that. And then someone like me, a man like me who has, who has integrity, who has...
Hey! Hey! Please, I want to rewind this again. I want you guys to pick that word. There's a word that he has used. There's a word that this man just used. This narcissist. There's a word that this narcissist just used. I want you guys to pick that word. I don't know if when you guys pick the word, if you'll be so wound up like I am or I was and still is.
Back to us the gods. Can you hear me?
I'm going to have to go.
And own up to it and say, these are my children, this is my
Auntie
child,
Rosemary.
anything like that. And then someone like me, a man like me who has, who has the integrity, who has the respect, who has the guts.
This man is mad. Talk about delusional. Talk about crazy. Talk about, my God, I don't even know the right word. self-absorption. Talk about any other narcissistic, egoistic word or adjective that you can use. Here, this guy, yes, of course, other men have kids or children out of their, their matrimonial homes, out of wedlock, which is not condoned. I will never be in support of side chick or side husbands or whatever. I'll never be in support of that. I don't go lean and say it's inside a used cough bottle. I will never be in support of that. No man should be doing that. Okay. Now, he is saying to us, the people who he thinks are stupid, are dumb, are foolish, that just the fact that he came out and owned up to his own crap, he has integrity. Let me say it in the word of Minister Mrs. Bridget Benjamin. Clap for yourself, narcissistic you. Clap for yourself, useless man. Clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. A man who is married, you come on media. First of all, this you guy would have not owned up to anything if not for the fact that people or vlogs like what's it called? What's that vlog called? Something gist. What's that big vlog? Can you sit down, honey, please? Do you want your juice? What's that vlog that was gonna unveil him? Please like the video. Let me just settle the have a seat, honey. Have a seat, please. No. Have a seat. Gist lover, thank you, auntie, thank you. Just a moment, guys. Let me just give something to the co-host, a snack. If not for Gist Lover, you wouldn't have owned up to this. You would not have owned up. You would have continued in your dark secrets, and you probably would have, poor May, Queen May, would have, carried on in silence to deal with all your nonsense. Because whatever this guy, they said pregnancy, Auntie Rosemary did a post and she said, character is like pregnancy. It only takes time for it to come out. It was about time people understood the damage or the nastiness of this guy's, relationship or marriage to me. I know every relationship has its own ups and downs, but this is an indication of what May has literally been dealing with for years. In silence. You have an affair while still being married. You come out to talk about the affair. The manner in which you even come out to present it, you present it with no respect for your wife, for your queen, the woman who stood by you for years when you were nothing. And you call that integrity? You come out and make mockery of your wife. You make mockery of the number of years that this woman has lived her life to support you. And you call that integrity? And you still are making mockery of this same woman, Queen May, and you call that integrity? You allow a woman, a side chick, to talk and address your wife and irritate her and tease her and taunt her, and you call it integrity? You come online with no apology. You have not. You come online to make us, the online in-law, understand that Queen May was your life. She was your everything. You hadn't, this is your world. You cannot do without her. You praised her. And then everybody's in it, in all of it. And then you come online to shock us again, the online in-laws, about a child born out of wedlock. As if that was not enough for us. You lose a son, even before his flesh can get cold. You come online with that same side chick to sing and dance and praise God. My God, I'm surprised that, back in the days, this guy would have been taken to a guillotine. He would have been taken to a guillotine for, I don't want to say it. Anybody who knows what a guillotine is, you know what I'm meaning. This is the extreme. This is the extreme. They would have served his head on a platter. The king's men would have served him his head on a platter. It's better for those men who don't even come to own up. It's better for them who don't come to speak and make stupid or fun of their wives. At least they still have some little amount of dignity and respect for their family. Unlike a man like you, a man like yourself, talking about integrity. Do you actually understand the definition of integrity? I'm surprised that this guy still has friends. I'm surprised that he still has friends, because all his friends should have come out to condemn this act. The friends should have come out to condemn his actions. Guilty by association, as far as I'm concerned. All his confidants. Exactly, support Pekin. No side chick will ever disrespect your wife without your authorization. No side chick. You show not remorse in front of your camera with everything that is going on. Not for once has this guy come to reassure the public to say, oh, you know what? Yes, my family is going through something. This is not the right time to talk about it. But when the time comes, we'll talk about it. It's the arrogance for me. It's the arrogance for me. Exactly, support Pekin. It's a shame. It's disgraceful. It is disgusting. It just tells our, what is happening in our society. How we applaud good things. We don't condemn it. You're a friend to somebody and that person is falling into a pit. Instead of coming out to condemn it, we sit quietly. We don't call out this person. We don't tell them not to make a fool of himself. If you're a friend, if I'm a friend of you, Edochie, even if I'm not ready to come out and condemn him publicly, I will make sure that he will not be doing what he's doing with that another narcissistic side chick on his page. And if I should be a friend and I advise you or caution you as a friend to say, do not do this or that, because it's damaging to your image and to my association to you, or damaging to me by my association to you, and you carry on, trust me, I will make an official statement distancing myself from such a person. If I were a public figure, that's what I would do. And that's what I expect from his friends to do. But we don't see that happening. We don't. Not many of his friends or family members are saying anything. The worst is that. The worst is this guy who is called the king of all kings. The Ebubedike or whatever he's called, the father. The pit. Not even saying something makes it worse. They say silence is golden, but you need to know when that golden moment is. At times, it's better to speak up. It's better to speak up. It's very painful to watch. It's very disgraceful to watch. Don't bring your family on social media, and then when things go sour, you expect people to keep quiet, because we will not keep quiet. You made it people's business, and so shall it be. And that's my warning. Also, there's this young couple in Cameroon. I don't know if you guys know, I think it's Derek and Patience. There's this young couple in Cameroon, the Derek and Patience, you know, the guy, the trending news, this guy who, of a very petite statue, who got married to Patience. Everything of their business, family life is on social media. You see the woman dressing this guy up as if she's dressing a little baby, brushing his hair and talking about the guy as if you're talking to a doll. And tomorrow, this same guy who never had the fame, who was sitting quietly in his corner, will become famous. And, you know, nowadays, women are, you know, they can sniff money. They can smell it like a dog sniffing blood and go for it regardless of, the, you know, whatever the person is, or whoever the person is. They will go for the money and the fame. You, Patience, will be crying tomorrow saying, oh, my marriage, oh, people have ruined it. You bring it on social media. Social media will help you and deal with it the way they so know how to deal with it. Tata Monana, welcome, darling sis. I see you. Much respect. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you and I respect you. Thank you so much for being here. Oh no, I think it's by accident. What goes around? I think my baby sis has timed you by accident. So sorry about that. So what we can say, you, Edochie, is a good example of a community nuisance. A bad example of fatherhood. Disgusting. Shameful. Think about even your grown-up kids who can read and see things and understand. Oh my God. Hi. God help us in this community. The mother says all about the money. People will go to the ends to, you know, to get it, not thinking about the repercussions. Yes, because now all they're doing, these patients who should be having a happy married life, newly wedded, enjoy and consummate your marriage. You're busy on social media, putting every single thing about your husband. I watched a video of her preparing the husband for work. You know, yes, we assist our husbands to get ready. Of course, I love my husband to go out looking all smart and, you know, and gentlemanly. Yes, I'm going to adjust his tie. I'm going to make sure his collar is nice and folded. I'm going to make sure his belt is aligned, is tucked in, his shoes are clean and looking all good and straight. But I'm not going to go and be brushing his hair and talking over him like you're talking to the child. It's cringy, first of all. We need to know where to stop, where to cut the boundary when it comes to our private lives, our personal lives, and social media. If we need to have a happy life. It's like some of us nowadays are seeking validation from people we don't even know. We are seeking validation from people we don't even know. Your wall should be between you and your partner and your kids or your child. What matters is that little bubble that you find yourself. It's not what you want people to enjoy about the relationship. Honestly, principle, attention seeking, and it's very dangerous. Very dangerous. So, Mr. You cannot. I'm active is a single. It is. You want to ruin your relationship or your beautiful life for spare coins paid by Google? Go ahead. They do not, you know, come back later lamenting and accusing us, the social media in-laws. You cannot come and criticize us, social media in-laws, for getting to your business. Because we will do that. And this is a warning and caution to everybody. It's a warning and caution to everybody. Be careful of how much information you pass out there when it comes to your personal, private life. It's very important. Because when it'll be very difficult to pull back. Okay? So we pay no attention to you because whatever he's saying is crap. He has no foot to stand on, because that's just rubbish. Nothing at all whatsoever. Him and Judy belong to each other. Honestly, they're birds of a feather. Birds of a feather. You know. And to you, Judy, it's sweet now. You think it was sweet for me? But where are we today? Where are we today? Just babes, my darling big sis, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. The guy is a lunatic. He is. Okay, so that's it with our narcissistic lunatic. Let's move now to our real topic for today, which is blackmail in our communities. Blackmail. You know, I find it so sad, so humiliating that we are even talking about this and relating it to the little community that we have. Okay, I know it's something that's happening, but when you see or hear about it at close proximity, it's worrisome. Now, in simple terms, blackmail will be when you try to get money or you want to get special favors from somebody in return for, you know, not having to reveal certain information about them, or, you know, or certain or sharing of a certain image about those persons. Okay, you exchange money for keeping shush. That's as simple as it can be when it comes to blackmail. And we hear about it a lot nowadays in our community. You hear about blackmail money passing hand from hand. We know about people struggling financially. And then when you hear about this, you wonder why or how we've gotten to this level. And what is most sad, hush money, exactly, the mother. What is even more sad is the fact that the blackmail we hear and, you know, or see in our community principle, honestly, the sad thing about the whole blackmail situation is that the people you hear about or the perpetrators of the blackmail are women. The alleged perpetrators of the blackmail are women. And you begin to wonder. We are fighting for equality. Is it now that we are fighting for equality also in the criminal side of things? Because back in the days, when you think about blackmail or you think about people extorting others, it will have to be immediately you're thinking about the men. You think about the 419ers back in the days. Yes, they had just tiny droplets of women or girls here and there. You know, you talk about 419, you talk about Yahoo boys, you talk about scammers, you think about men. But nowadays, the new trend or source of income is blackmail. And where is it coming from? Us, the women. The ones who are meant to be nation builders are the same ones who are nation or community breakers. Online blackmail especially. Free, welcome, darling sis. Thank you for joining. I see you. Online blackmail especially. We come on social media. There are two things we come on social media for. Okay. Some people come for both. Most of us come for both. Okay. Most of us, we come for both. You come to, you know, empower and educate your people, and also for the financial benefit of it. And when it comes to the financial side of things, we have to make sure that you've earned it. It's merited. You work hard. You build your portfolio online. And you're proud of your earnings. It's like going to work and working and waiting for your pay or your salary at the end of the month. You know you've worked and you enjoy it. You pick it gracefully. But no, because we are in a society where people want to put the cart before the horse, or people want to run before they can crawl. We want to live above our means. We want to make it fast and now. People have now resorted to blackmail. People have now resorted to blackmail. And even sad is when you hear about seniors, elders, people who are meant to guide, the younger ones. When you hear them being mentioned or, to have been, alleged partakers in such crimes, you begin to wonder the future generation that we want to raise. You begin to wonder the future generation that we want to raise. I can understand when a younger person who is inexperienced, Newest Debunker, welcome, darling, I see you, or who is not guided, is involved in blackmail. And you think, okay, the elderly ones can guide them. But when you have an elderly person in the midst of the blackmailer or alleged blackmailers, there is a problem. There is a big problem. There is a big problem. This is a huge problem in our community. And it's something that we have to tackle. It's something that we have to tackle. The online blackmail. We have to deal with it. And then when I hear things like, a vlogger comes online and says, I'm not involved in blackmail. And they say, I only take money when people come to me and tell me, please put down my video, the video you did about me. Can you put it down? And then when they give me money, I bring down the video. And they say to us, that's not blackmail. Are you kidding me? Can you hear yourself? Can you hear yourself speak? Oh no, I'm not part of blackmail. I'm not part of blackmail because all I'm only doing, I do my videos and then I wait for people to come and pay me to bring down the video. And you don't call that blackmail? I don't know what you see as blackmail, but that is big time blackmail. Big fat blackmail with a capital B in front of it. You cannot fool people. No, certainly not some of us. Because if you know that you're vlogging with all sincerity and you want to use a story or a situation to educate the public, why then take monetary value in return for keeping shush? Because as it stands, every single one of my videos I will keep. It will stay forever. Unless Google or YouTube will have to bring it down for maybe copyright or something. But it will stay because I know the purpose for this video is to educate people, is to empower people. For example, I talked about the Ekweremadu situation not too long ago, the Nigerian former senator who was actually given a jail term here in the UK for human organ trafficking. You know, he wouldn't have had that situation if he didn't put a monetary value, you know, in the whole process. Come and carry her. It's start to remember, my darling sis. Welcome, I see you. All right, sis, drive safely, please. Drive safely. You vlog somebody, and that is why in our community, people vlog to destroy. People do not vlog for the honesty of the vlogging. They vlog to destroy. And the reason why they vlog to destroy is because they are hoping that some sort of negotiation will come around. They are hoping that some sort of negotiation will come around. And that's why sometimes people are forced to vlog and not vlog the truth. They will add their little seasoning, the Maggi, the pepper, the salt, just because they want to provoke or scare somebody to come and negotiate. So pop again. Kayla, my darling sis. Welcome, Kayla. I see you. Thank you so much for coming, sis. That's why. So Pop again has written something. Let me read that. This social media is crazy. You guys cannot fool me. You can't fool us. You can't fool us. You're not talking to illiterates, so you're not talking to people who don't use their brains. To say to somebody that I take money to bring down videos, that's not blackmail. That's big time blackmail. Big fat blackmail. And I'll say that anytime, any day, anywhere. Visionary Star TV, Minister Mrs. Bridget Benjamin. Oh, welcome, Mommy Brie. I see you. Thank you so much for joining. The principal said, the question is, how did the person's name get to them? For me, you will give me that information. I take care of it myself. Thank you. So what Pikin says, Bella, that's why they say a lot of lies in the blogging. Thank you, and cook up stories to get you triggered. That's true, Support Pikin. That's just the truth. Cooked up story because their main aim or their end goal is to get you to pay them. Is to get you to pay them. In life, you have to work and make sure you're genuine, or you strive to be authentic with what you're doing. Because the online blackmail, especially in our community, it's done purposefully for financial gains. I know we're going to talk about the blackmail, reasons why people blackmail, the two main reasons why people blackmail. But for this community, all people want to do is fill their pockets. Auntie Rosemary said, that's why it drives me crazy when they pay this money, knowing that the contents were false. Exactly. Why pay? Why pay for lies? Bella, please ask if Bridget don't take off those added admins. Minister Mrs. Bridget Benjamin, that is from I Don't Go Lily. If you've taken off all those added admins, when you pay for blackmail, you encourage them to keep doing it. Yes. You do. You do. And on this very particular community, they're using two types of blackmail. There are two types of blackmail. Okay? There's blackmail for revenge, especially when it comes to sextortion. Sextortion, that's extortion, using somebody's, nudity. Because you want somebody to keep quiet. You don't want somebody to speak. You don't want somebody to open up and share something vital that could help somebody, or that can liberate or vindicate somebody. You threaten them to share their nude. Or if you know you're fighting an enemy and you are able to get hold of their nudity from a third party, you take that and you threaten that person to keep that person quiet. That is what is happening in our community. That is what is happening in our community. Threatening to spread somebody's nude because you want to keep them quiet. Because you want to get back at them. Because you want to get back at them. And the main issue also that we are struggling and facing this problem in our community, that we are struggling and facing the issue that we're struggling and facing in this community are the drones. 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 The drones. Vloggers sit in their corners. Vloggers sit in their corners, doing what they're doing, trying to get their content here and there to vlog what they can vlog. And then somebody comes up from nowhere because you have a beef with somebody, a friend. And sometimes it's even ridiculous. It's sad because some of these beefs are beefs that people have had for like 10, 15 years, decades. Decades. You have your beefs with your friend. This friend is a private citizen. Somebody who is not on social media. Somebody who is going about their daily business. Having no knowledge of what is happening. You decide to take that person's information and give it to a vlogger because you want to get back at this person. Now, there are two types of blackmails that's actually happening here when it comes to this drone business. When it comes to this drone business. And I come again to say, isn't it shameful that the drones we have in our communities, the ones that are trying to destroy people, friends, and family, are all grown-up women and men? Do we see any teenagers among those people? The girl with the vibes. Oh, I love your name so much. Welcome, darling. I see you. Thank you so much for joining, sis. Thank you. They are all women, mature women, married women, women who can bear kids. You take someone else's information. You go give it because you want to humiliate that person. You want to get back at that person. What happened to being able to pick up the phone to your friend and talk out your differences? Or part ways if you must not be friends? What happened to it? What happened to that moral facet in relationship? What happened to it? Kayla says something. Kayla says, Bella, not all money is worth taking. Some money might lead you to your early graves. Absolutely. You don't even know where the money is coming from. Let us be watchful. Thank you for saying that loudly. You can increase the volume, Kayla, for that, sis. It's out of the window. The mother is out of the window. Whatever happened to it? Whatever happened to us being mature women to sit down and settle our scores amicably? And if we cannot make amends, we agree to disagree, to part ways. Must we always want to destroy somebody? Must we always want to destroy somebody? What do you gain when you try to defame somebody? What do you gain when you do that? Tarnish somebody's image. What do you gain from it? What do you gain from it? see people fighting over blackmail money. Drones fighting over blackmail money. Money you haven't worked for. Somebody's hard-earned keep. People are fighting over. And yet, they come online and people pretend as if nothing is happening. They have no knowledge of it. Yet, they're committing havoc behind the scenes. They're causing havoc behind the scenes. Like I said, it's funny because we have two types of blackmail right here when it comes to this drone business. Now the drone brings in this information, cooked up stories most of the time, to talk about somebody, gives that information to the vlogger. Now the person in question, the victim, is now contacted, or that victim contacts whoever that vlogger is to actually try and control or contain the situation. What happens next is that they are demanding, then request financial favors in return for their information to be squashed. So this is for those people who feel like, oh, I'm bringing out an information. I'm not a blackmailer because I'm bringing out my video for somebody paying me. No. If you want to bring down the video and take nothing. Bring it down and take nothing, or better still, keep the damn video on your channel. Excuse my French. Keep it on your channel if you know that video is genuine and honest and has to correct or educate the population. That's why it's important, if you have to vlog somebody or vlog to correct, you should not be using derogatory words. You should not be using very insulting words. You should not be using very condescending words. You should not be using words that would want to bring down an individual's person. That's why you should vlog to correct and not vlog to kill. Now that's that side of the blackmail for this victim coming to negotiate so that such, defaming information about them is brought down. Now, what I find even more interesting is when you, the drone, is on the receiving end of things. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. What I find even more interesting is when the drone becomes the victim themselves. Look at what is happening. Look at what is happening. There's so many people who are having sleepless nights as we speak in our community. There are so many people who are having sleepless nights as we speak in our community. Why? Because those same persons have been drones. They have been sharing people's information, telling lies about people, cooking up stories, trying to make people or paint people black. I know, Just Babes, I know, I'm so sorry. I'm so frustrated. I'm so sorry, Just Babe. I've never done this. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I used the word. I'm so sorry, but I'm so frustrated by the whole situation. I'm so sorry, but I'm frustrated about this whole blackmail situation, honestly. Just Babe is giving me guilt, mom guilt now. Oh my God. Oh my God, no. Oh my God. Just Babe has dealt with me. My big sis is dealing with me. you blackmailers will not make heaven. You're not going to make heaven. Oh my God. That's how frustrated I am about this whole thing. Now you, the drone, this information is for the drones. You taking somebody's information and going to give to another vlogger or give to somebody else to pass it on so that this person can be smeared, or going for a smear campaign for against this person. Be ready to be at the receiving end, because we see what is unraveling now. A lot of people are being exposed. People are talking and revealing things. People brought information about this person. Oh, it's so and so who gave me the information about this person. Oh, this person said this person passed this through this person. And people are beginning to get exposed. And what is happening now? Some of these drones are literally wetting their pants because they have to now try and find a way to shush the people who want to bring or expose them. And that's how the trail of blackmail will continue. Healthy lifestyle with Edochie, welcome. And that's how the blackmail trail will continue. Peacemaker, welcome, darling. I see you. Thank you so much for coming. That's how the drone situation, the blackmail situation will just continue, you know, spiraling out of control. We have people on social media whose lifestyle is being maintained by alleged blackmail monies. We have people who feel like they can actually make their lives better from blackmailing people. Like my sister Kayla said, not every money is good money. You may take somebody's hard-earned money, somebody's sweat, and feel like you're going to use that money yes, principal. Yeah, a lot of them are, you know, wetting their pants or peeing their pants. Yes. Yes, thank you, principal. They should pee in their pants. Exactly, peacemaker. A lot of them, they're wetting their pants now, peeing their pants because they know they will be exposed. That's just a simple truth. That's just a simple truth. You caused havoc for the person's whose story you went and gave, and you were laughing. Ha 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 ha. You know, I picture these people. You know, I don't know. Sometimes I have an image of the drones. I have an image of the drones, you know, when they give the stories to these vloggers to go and vlog, and they sit behind the cameras, or they're watching these vloggers on the day they put those innocent people on the poster. I just picture these people going, ha 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 ha, there you go, got you, evil, deal with you, I'll deal with you, you will hear it, or, you know, you will see it. I just picture them. The General Overseer, welcome, darling. I see you. Thank you so much for coming, sis. I just picture these drones, you know, eating or drinking eating their popcorn and sipping their glass of wine or champagne and going, I've dealt with her. I've dealt with her. And you know, they always have their confidants. They will pick up the call. They pick up the phone and go, my boy. Did you watch it? Did you watch Bella yesterday? Did you see the way Bella peeled Chris come out for her head? Did you see the way Bella peeled Chris come out for her head? And they are happy. Now it's your turn. Now it's your turn, drones, to feel the heat. To feel the heat. Yes, they celebrate, because when those drones bring the information, they celebrate, they cheers, They cheers to their evil acts. They cheers to it. They celebrate it. Because they, like I say, hurt people. Because they are so bitter and sad and miserable. They feel so good that somebody is feeling that same emotion that they're feeling, because of course, they know what you will be feeling. You, that innocent civilian, you, the private citizen whose false story has been brought out. Yeah, a lot of them having sleepless nights. Oh yes, so what picking Kongosa is normal. Kongosa is normal. Gossiping is normal. We all gossip. We gossip. No single person that doesn't gossip. We all gossip. But there are levels of gossip. There is a level, there is an acceptable level. It's like we say no human being is perfect, okay? But there's an acceptable level of imperfection. When you gossip, you don't gossip to intentionally hurt somebody. You don't gossip calculative gossiping. That is dangerous. Calculative gossiping is dangerous. There's a difference. Calculative gossiping is destructive. It's destructive. Honestly, it's destructive. People gossip and enjoy it. They enjoy when they know that this information they're trying to do is destroying somebody's personality. No, that I do not accept. We all gossip, but we don't go. Listen, I can come, for example, I'm a friend with General Overseer. Okay, we have a mutual friend, or we see something happening on social media and we do not like it. Okay, we talk about it and we just, for example, I can say, well, did you see how Support Pekin vlogged the other day? She vlogged, but she wasn't even confident in front of the camera. She wasn't confident in front of the camera. I won't go to say, did you see her? Did you see the way she was sitting there? All sloppy. Her mouth was one-sided. She had very lazy eyes. Did you see the way she was talking? She was drooling. Spit was coming all over her mouth. Did you see her? That is where you go far. That is where you don't know when to stop. That's the boundary that some people do not know where to stop. Because you haven't dealt with the part, whatever you were discussing about Support Pekin's vlogging. You've now gone into Support Pekin private life. Support Pekin says, sorry, I'm just using you as an example. I'm not saying that you're drooling or something. Sorry. If anything, I enjoyed watching you the other time you took over Miss J's thing for a few minutes. There is gossip and there's gossip, eh? We have to be very careful. That's the honest truth. There's gossip and there's gossip. And so for the drones, like I said, a sleepless night for you all, because now you're under blackmail as well. People are saying we have to bring you out because you brought me these stories. So it's like a warning to every drone who is out there, all the mothers and fathers who are drones going to give inaccurate information about private citizens so that they can be humiliated and degraded. Now you're feeling the heat of blackmail, which is something that would have been prevented in the first place. It's something that should have been prevented in the first place, but I'm avoiding going to give. But avoiding to go give someone else's information when it's not needed, unsolicited information. Exactly. Kayla said something on this. I'm having a crying emoji there. Kayla said, Bella, a Francophone man died last Saturday. His story was brought online. You see what I mean? And he came on a platform to defend himself. The reaction he got was too much. 2 days later, he died of a heart attack. That's what I mean. Sometimes we take this online blackmail lightly. We don't know the number of the level of depression that some people, oh, this thing has happened to me again, where I'm losing comments. What's happening to YouTube recently? We really don't understand the level. We don't understand the level of depression that we're sending people, or anxiety that we're keeping people. When we put people on our poster, oh, it's back. Thank God for that. It's gone again. What a shame. Something is not right. Oh, gosh. It's on and off. The comment section is coming on and off, guys. So frustrating. Anyway, we use from here. That's so sad. This is a typical example of online blackmail or online bullying. This is a typical example. Not everybody can handle it. You can go and take a story as a drone and give it to someone to vlog it, and the person vlogs it, and some person or some people cannot take it. They just can't deal with it. They just cannot deal with it. And only to find out at the end that these were all false. These are all cooked up stories. Yet, people go out to pay money. And that's people pay money sometimes just to prevent or protect their reputation. But that's not the best way. That's not the best thing, like Auntie Rosemary said. You know they are all lies. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is a typical example and a painful story that Kela is sharing here. It's a painful story. And this is happening in our own African community. It's not just happening in our Anglophone community. The blackmail is cutting across. It's cutting across. Please like the video as you come in and share. Please like and share. And that's why it's important that we talk about how alleged victims or victims of blackmail in our community, how you can go about, because there are some of you sitting out there and thinking, what can I do? I'm being blackmailed. How can I go about, dealing with this blackmail, dealing with the person that's actually triggering me to want to pay money? What can I do? The show number is there for anybody who wants to call to contribute. Feel free to do so, please. You're saying, what can I do? What can I do to handle the situation? The first thing I would say to any person who is being blackmailed or a victim of a blackmail is never pay the blackmailer. Do not pay a dime. Do not pay a dime. Because trust me, when you pay a blackmailer once, they're going to come back. They will come back to ask for more. A blackmailer will always come back to pay, to ask for more. Use the example. Look at Tiwa Savage. When Tiwa Savage nude, the rumor about her nude came out, what did she do? She refused to succumb to blackmailers. She refused. She came online. She said it herself. She beat them to the game. It wasn't easy. I don't think it's easy for anybody to come out and say my nude is out there, somebody's trying to blackmail me. But she said it, and she said she wasn't going to negotiate with any blackmailer. Okay, and what happened? The nudes were released, and it was everywhere. The poor girl, she lost, brand deals and all whatnot. But she didn't pay a dime. Now, this is the thing about blackmailers. You have two types of blackmailers. You have blackmailers that can actually go through with their plans to release that damaging information about you. And you have blackmailers who will actually threaten to blackmail you, and then you resist to pay them the money, and they will just give up and walk away. The trouble here now is you cannot tell who would walk away and who will actually take the money or want you to take or release that damaging information. But regardless of what the circumstances may be, there's no guarantee that if you give that money, they will not come back to ask for it. As we've seen or heard in our community, people have held other people for blackmail for months. What does that tell you? It's never going to go away. I'm blackmailing you. You give me money. And then when I'm broke, I call you, hey, I don't go Lily. I'm broke. Please do me something. And of course, because I don't go Lily knows that I have a damaging information about her. She's obliged to please me. She's obliged to hit my demand, even if she doesn't have. Because she's now worried. At the back of her mind, she's thinking, if I don't give this person, maybe she'll be upset. She'll pass that information to a third party who may not go on to share it. So there are some people who will end up living off blackmail for as long as you're willing to pay that money. Don't start. Don't give them that money, because they will come back and ask for more. That's just what most blackmailers do. Just allow it. If it's true, let it be true. It would, it will hover around. It will be on media for a while, and it will disappear, and you'll move on with your life. As painful and sad as it is, use Tiwa Savage's experience and as a typical example of why you should not be paying a blackmailer, especially when the information even is false. When it's false, if you know the truth, don't pay a dime. I know of people who, have been taken on media for people to destroy them. They have not paid a dime. They stuck to their guns and did not drop a single dime. And that's because they believe in their truth. They know themselves. They don't, expect everybody to understand them, because not everybody knows your story, my story. We have part of our stories that not the public is even aware of. And if it doesn't come out from my mouth, the horse's own mouth, why do you want to believe it? So you have to live in that mentality. Let people believe what they want to believe. You know the truth. Even if it's true, over time, it will die down. We're no longer talking about Tiwa Savage and her nakedness. We are talking about Tiwa Savage and her performance, during the king's coronation. That's what we're talking about. That's what's trending. That's what is trending. Don't pay a dime to anyone who is trying to blackmail you. Do not pay a dime. The mother says, most often a third party has such info, and paying one blackmailer means paying many. Yes. You're trapped. If you do it once, there's more where that is coming from. So they'll keep demanding and requesting for it. Songo Clovis, welcome, my darling. Oh my God, you've been missing. You have been missing. You have been missing. Where have you been? Okay. Before I continue, please, can we have like a little commercial break? I want to play something that just to relax for a bit. Okay, because we're going to be rounding up the show in like 30 minutes. I've just seen a notification that Minister and Mrs. Bridget Benjamin has a show in 30 minutes time. Now, I want to also have a simple commercial break. I want us to laugh a bit. You all know our streets are so tense. We come here to relax for a bit. We learn one or two things. We share knowledge. But I found this information or this audio, right? It's so funny. I want us to have a laugh over it. Okay, before we continue with this very intense topic. Okay, maybe that will relax some of us. So if you guys want us to have that commercial break, say yes and I'll play it. It's a Francophone proprietor who is actually upset because an Anglophone teacher has actually gone AWOL. AWOL is absent without authorization, in case you guys are asking what that is. So it's gone missing in action. And so the proprietor is sending a voice message to this Anglophone teacher. If you want me to play it just for fun, so we can just relax before we carry on with the next reason why we should not be dealing with, or how we can help our fellow brothers and sisters to deal with blackmail. Who are those paying blackmail? I can never. Exactly. My dear, I'm talking my PhD program, dear. Just leave me so writing. Oh, Songo Clovis, all the best. Oh my God. I'm so proud to hear that. That's what we love. These are the kind of news we want in our community. These are the kind of achievements we want in our community. This is how we need to be known. Great things like that. And please do let us know once, you know, your defense has gone out successfully, the book you've written, if the article is made online. So some of us who want to read it can read it and also support your work. It will be an utmost pleasure for me to actually read the work of somebody, you know. I know maybe you will be very weary about people knowing your identity, which is one of the painful things that we have to deal with in our society, in our community, because perhaps you'll be worried. Of course, you don't know me, and people don't want to trust people to open or reveal themselves to. So you're having a great achievement there and something that I can benefit from. I may not have that chance just because you're trying to protect yourself or your identity, which is a shame. It's very painful. Kayla said, Bella, read my last comment. Kayla, people who are under blackmail go through depression. Yes, please, if you're under blackmail, see a doctor or talk to police. Report it. Thank you, Kayla. Report it. You cannot be dealing with it alone. Yes, report it. It's very important. Let's laugh. Principal say, yes, let's laugh. Yes, let's laugh. Okay, I want to play. Let me play this. Okay, let's laugh together. Okay, it's just for fun. Okay, nobody should take it at heart if you're a francophone, because my French is so. This is it. When I listen to this, it just paints a picture of me trying to speak French and how the francophones will actually perceive my French. This is typical. So I found it very funny. So let me play so we can all have a laugh and then we carry on with the next point. I need to look for it. Okay, let's listen to it. Okay.
Deborah.
Hold on.
Auntie Deborah, good afternoon. I just to understand that you are leave the children. You are leave the age to go. You have not the reason. My stupid sister, you are not my doctor. Remember the year who you are come in this school. You are just coming. You go from the learning. You are beg. I take you in the school like the mother and the child. This year, you are prepared to go out. You say I no pay salary. Not do the thing that God can punish you.
Oh God.
Not speak the thing who God can punish you. Since you are in this school, a jump salary, your salary it is late. Is your salary because you refuse to buy uniform because you prepare to go? Is your salary when you had work certificate is to go where? To where? You want to go at the place who you are going now. I wishes you congratulations and God bless you. But no one thing, I am the proprietress. I am not the God. The angel who you are live in this school to go someplace, you will cry. You will sleep in your bed and see those children to come beat you because you are leave them. See, you are in this school. I never jump your salary. We are the fifth. We are on the 5th day. We are start to teach on the 3rd day. Today, you don't know that in some place they are jump 2 months after they pay.
Please like the video.
Good ride, good ride. Are you understand? But you cannot sleep in your bed. Those children will come beat you. The one who you are going to start now, you will stay for those children who you are live in the school. You have the bad heart. You had the bad heart. You will cry one day.
The mother, lifestyle we hear, sis. I'm telling you.
Jump your salary. I cannot jump when you are since you are here. Today is the fact. You are start to school on the 3rd. I am late for your salary. The first time since you are here, because you have seen the new work, you come and have certificate work because you know that you are going. You are refused to buy uniform since you was here. You are buying uniform ceremony at the good time. You are refused because you are have thing in your head because you know that you are going. Leave the school. If you don't understand that we are love this school, you will come ask my name. But I am not the God, but you are maudit, une maudite fille. Les enfants, s'ils vont te taper partout où tu parles, dans la nuit, ils vont te taper anti-Théodora.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Guys, I had to play this. I had to play this with you guys. I couldn't laugh alone. I had to play this. I had to play this. Oh my God! Oh my God! Kela says I'm a francophone. Kela, you're a francophone. Oh my God, you write so well. The accent is for me. Exactly. Oh, let me come and want me to come and pray. Sister, the teacher don't fall bush while you are busy. Exactly. Principal said, Bella, my man is francophone, so I laughed at him talk all the time. And he does same when I try to speak for exactly, Kel. Principal. That's how I feel when I listen to this proprietress. I'm thinking, oh my God, is that how the francophones are actually perceiving me when I try to speak or express myself in French? It's so embarrassing. Maybe please don't laugh. Oh God, yes. All right, guys. I just thought let me relax ourselves for a bit and have a laugh. Let's have a laugh. We don't have to be stressed all the time. It's time to remember. God help me. Can I say, Bella, even though we do laugh, it's important we realize the frustration from yes, it's frustrating. It is for especially you're a teacher. When you're a teacher, you don't just abandon any job. I mean, any job, you don't just abandon the people and walk away. That's very unprofessional. Very, very unprofessional. Even if you have grievances, you have to inform your boss that you're gonna leave if they don't pay your salary. If they can't pay your salary, it's very important. Oh God, this is so funny. Imagine me trying to say that in French. Anyway, let's get back to our topic. I hope you all had a good laugh. So we're talking about how we can manage these blackmailers. If anybody wants to call, you can call it. We have how many more minutes? We have like 21 more minutes and we're gone. Now, the second way to deal with the blackmailer will be to end all contact with that blackmailer. End every contact that you may have or you may have had with this person. Because the trouble is you may be tempted to contact the person, to beg them and plead with them, like we've heard so many times. Who is that? That person can be sued for sharing a private conversation. Yes, they can be. Especially if you can trace and identify where that's coming from. Kayla, you're absolutely right. Now, we have to try and end, contact with the blackmailers. Okay, block them, because the temptation is for many people. It's actually to try and reach out to these blackmailers to do some sort of negotiation, to try and beg and see if they can not go ahead and share that information. You think you're trying to manage the situation? No. If anything, you're making matters worse. Cut contact, because when you do that, you get back control. You take back your power from the blackmailer. They cannot access you. okay? And you cannot access them. Literally, they know that you're ignoring them. You want nothing to do with them. They'll become frustrated. It's either they're frustrated and they go ahead and do it, or they just walk away knowing that you have defeated them. If you're so frustrated, and you need to talk to somebody, look for somebody that you trust to confide in. Tell the person that you're being blackmailed. Tell the person, okay? You need to speak to somebody. If you have to speak to somebody, tell someone, but do not try to beg the blackmailer, because when you try to beg them, if anything, you're arousing that feeling of, wanting to even do it more. It's very important that you cut contacts with them, so that, because to be honest with you, a blackmailer is not worth your time and energy. They are not worth your time and energy, because they don't want anything good from you. All they want to do is destroy you. Why do you want to even continue to be in contact with somebody who wants to destroy you? That's why when I hear people saying, oh, so-and-so person has contacted me to blackmail me, and then you call this person back to ask about where they got your information from, whatever, don't even bother contacting them to know about where they got your information from at that point. Let them go ahead and do it. And you who goes ahead to vlog it, be ready to bear the consequences. Be ready to bear the consequences, because, of course, there are people who may not take this line down. There are people who will dig deep to find the original source of this all. And there are people who will take matters to the, to the last level to make sure that you are taking, or, you take accountability for your actions. If you're a vlogger or if you're a blogger, it's very important that we understand this. So please cut every contact you have with a blackmailer. Do not get in touch with them. Talk to somebody. Don't even blame yourself. Don't blame yourself for the blackmail. Do not blame yourself for the blackmail, because it wasn't your fault. It was your private life. Somebody has decided to take it to tarnish your image or to extort money from you. If it's your ex-partner or who wants to share, want to get back at you by sharing your nudity with vloggers or bloggers, don't get in touch with them. Let them do what they want to do. They are not worth your time. That's why you walk away. So don't bother even negotiating with them. If you can report them to the police, do so. If you can report them to authority, do so. Report them to the authority in their country, their home country, where they are based, and tell them, show them with evidence that you're being blackmailed. If it's online, report the account. Pick evidence and forward it. The good thing is that if you follow all reporting processes, and you can report a blackmail and show evidence that you're under some sort of blackmail from a vlogger or blogger, trust me, they will investigate it. And if they find out that this person is guilty of that crime, they will bring down that page. That's why sometimes some people are not able to come out to say why certain videos or vlogs have been removed, or posts have been removed from their pages or their walls, because they've probably been reported for blackmail online. That's just a simple truth. And they can't say it. Or some people have lost their channels. They cannot say it because they probably engage in other dark businesses. And they cannot say it. But people need to understand that you have the power to make a drastic impact against these blackmailers. Report them, build your evidence, put it together, and have somebody who can help you to go through and report such individuals. Oh, okay, Auntie. Oh, very important, please. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You have to. Don't just give up and think, oh my God, what am I going to do? We have those resources. You have the means how you can stop and deal with them. Okay, block every blackmailer from your, if you're being blackmailed online, especially if you're a private citizen and you have an account and you're online and those blackmailers are reaching you through your online handles, block them. Make your account private. And very importantly, make sure you inform your close friends and your friends that you're being blackmailed, so that they're not taken aback. Because what blackmailers would do, especially online, would be to get into the inboxes of your close friends or your family members and tell them and threaten you, because they will tell this person, oh, I have so-and-so information of this person. Tell them I'm going to do so-and-so if they do not comply. So you want to make sure that you hide your friend list. Hide your friend list if you're on Facebook, hide your friend list on Facebook, so that they cannot access any of your friend list. And they cannot get access to any of your family members or friends. That's one less stress for you, one less worry. Make your accounts private. If you're on Instagram, if you're on TikTok, make it private so much so that you can only accept or allow people that you accept to get to you. Exactly, support picking. That's not a joke. That's true. That's just the honest truth. That's just the honest truth. Okay? It's very, very important if you are under blackmail that you do this. This is a crime that we cannot embrace in our community. Not especially when it's coming. A lot of frenemies, support picking. You can say that again, sis. You can say that again. There are people who are wishing and praying that someday somebody will slide into their DM and drop a bomb about you. There's so many of them. They'll be so happy to get it. They'll be so happy to know that information about you. That's just the honest truth. Okay, so these are some of the ways that you can deal with blackmail. And please, if you are a victim, do not blame yourself. Do not blame yourself for it. But as much as I say do not blame yourself, when it comes to sextortion, like I said to any lady, try and avoid giving your nudes. I watched a program today. I watched a program. We have a caller. Hello, sis. Hello.
Yes, Bella Fountain with a dimple.
Yes, my beautiful sis, support picking.
Yeah, Bella, I want to narrate a friend's story how he was blackmailed
Oh my God.
online.
Uh-huh.
There's this guy, one support grant.
Mm-hmm.
He was on Facebook. He had a girlfriend on Facebook. They started chatting. They exchanged contacts.
Mm-hmm.
They had to call. You know how it goes now. When you have a girlfriend, you guys always talk.
Yeah.
You share a lot,
Mm-hmm.
emotionally, a past,
Yeah.
present, maybe future.
Yeah.
So they got into an agreement to have online sex.
Hey.
Unfortunately for you, these people always work with women. Often, those are jobs being done by men, but they find women or girls who act as them.
First daughter of Konya, welcome, darling, sis. Thank
So
you.
unfortunately for this guy, it's like they had online sex, but it was being recorded
By who?
without his knowledge.
Hey.
By the same person. It was being recorded without his knowledge. So after that, the communication wasn't showing no more. You know, whenever they get what they want, they start bringing trouble. So he was later on contacted to give some money. Unfortunately for him, he didn't have, because somebody I really know, he didn't have no money on him.
Of course, they'll always ask.
If he doesn't give the money in a week, his private and everything was going to be put on Facebook. And he thought they were joking because he didn't know it was being recorded.
Look, I'm literally having cold bombs.
It's not like the girl didn't show her body. She did. She showed her body as well, but her face wasn't that clear. I'm saying this because that's a new trend. I also know of someone who went through the same thing, but I'm not that close with him.
So this is a new trend that's happening.
Yeah, it's a new trend. It happened last year. So he thought they were joking. Unfortunately for him,
they released it.
One day, everybody, they released it without him knowing.
Oh my God.
People were just calling him like, you know how it is in back home. Most people don't even put data on their phones.
Oh my God.
You got a lot of calls, especially from friends who are abroad, like Facebook friends.
Oh my God.
And people he knows, people kept calling him, but they couldn't reach him. They had to call one girlfriend to go to their house and tell him to log into Facebook and delete what was sent to him.
Because they tapped him on it.
Unfortunately for him, it was really late because they succeeded in getting hold of him about 5 to 6 hours later.
Shit.
When almost everybody have seen him shaking his small joystick.
Oh no! Someone make it stop it.
I always tell people, make was naked, completely naked from head to toe.
Damn.
And shaking that thing on the camera.
Woo!
Someone told me, because when I heard of the story, like I always say on Facebook, when I heard of this story, I thought maybe he was drunk. You know how some people get drunk and they do shit. That unfortunately, he downloaded it on his Facebook account unknowingly. Then when he told us that wasn't what happened, everybody was surprised and shocked.
Damn.
I always tell people, even if it is your husband, be careful of what to do.
Don't do
show
it.
your privacy. This online sex is a problem. Even this thing that girls take pictures of themselves naked.
Yes.
Not your private.
Yes.
Your husband, your married husband, or somebody you live with in the same house.
No.
If your husband travels,
Yes.
please don't send him a naked picture. Please.
Thank you, support Pikin. Thank you,
You
sis.
can talk with him on phone, tell him, baby, I miss you, all and all.
Yes.
People can recount things on phone.
Thank
But
you.
don't send him a naked picture.
Thank you.
Especially this man will stain your wife. Imagine your husband has a girlfriend, and maybe the girlfriend end up to be somebody like this. Is it Judy May? This Judy. I mean,
Judy Austin. Yes.
What would the girlfriend do? She will take your note from your husband's phone.
Exactly.
Send it to her.
Exactly.
To her own phone and publish it. Please stop saying. It's really unfortunate that girls still do this thing.
Exactly.
Don't send your note to your husband. You don't know if your husband is a saint who might get himself stained one day.
Even so, you know, men, when they're cheating, like Auntie Rosemary said the last time on her show, with men, when they're with a woman, as long as Auntie Rosemary said that when the third leg is up and active and the woman is asking them anything, they'll release the thing, they'll give the password to their phone and
a man will cry and shed tears just to have sex for 5 minutes. Man go.
Oh my God, someone Pikin said man will cry and beg just to have intimacy for 5 minutes. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Let me read some comments here. I need to read some comments. The mother says, my husband and I have been victims and we told them to fly. Good. And we told them to fly. They did spread a lot of lies and today they have nothing to say. Thank you. I love to hear stories like that. Some who believed are now apologizing, but we know better and ice them. Good. Because if they knew you, they should have stood by your own truth or what you are saying and not go by what some person is saying, somebody who wants to destroy your image. Oh my goodness. First daughter of Konya, welcome, darling sis. The mother, if anyone must do the phone thing, please do not show your face. Thank you, the mother. Do not show your face. Do not. Because I said it before. This is the thing about revenge porn. Sometimes you're all happy, lovey-dovey in your relationship. Of course, we all want our relationships to last, to end, to have that fairy tale living forever, happily ever after. But things do happen. We are human beings. We're very complex. Circumstances can change. That same sweet love, romantic affair can turn into some poisonous, fallout. It can become a poisonous fallout. So we have to be very, very careful what we share. A lady contacted me threatening to reveal why I divorced my ex because I behaved as if I was better than everyone. Some women are so frustrated in their life that they want to come and ruin other people's lives. She got the story from the lady he cheated with. Even more the reason why you shouldn't even care about what they say. What better thing can come from a side chick? What better thing can come from a side chick about you, the main wife? What better thing can come from that? I said, post it on Facebook. Who cares? Thank you very much, Big Sis. That's how you deal with such people. That's how you deal with such people. So thank you so much for that contribution, Support Pikin. Thank you so much. I watched a program on Netflix. I'll be doing a review. I did it last time when I just started my channel about young, rich, and famous Africans. It's on Netflix. The Two-Face Idibia, Annie Idibia, and other socialites. And this girl, there was a girl I talked about who said she's used to men coming into her life and dumping and moving on because that's all she saw her mom and her dad do, her dad treating her mom like that. This same girl, as you say, us parents, we can destroy the lives of our kids. This same girl is encouraging and talking about the importance of how, if you're in a distant relationship, for some reason, she's always been in a distant relationship, Nadia. She's telling young girls that it's important for you in a long distance relationship to make sure you're doing distance online sex with your husband or your boyfriend. Boyfriend, not even husband that I will even be scared of. I've said if my husband should say to me, Bella, send me that video, I'll say to him, you go and stand in front of a mirror and do a video of yourself and flash it to the whole world so they can see. If my husband should ask me, in fact, he even in his most drunken state, he can't even think about that. He can't even begin to conceive such thoughts. He can't even begin to think of it. So this girl is actually saying that she's actually telling people how to do it. Like she said, oh, put a big ring light, position your camera, do a trial run, and make sure you can see it properly. You can see everything, nice and clear and deep. And then you get all the sex toys. She was really narrating it. I'm thinking, wow. This is now the society or the generation we're living in. Talking about online porn to somebody who is not your husband. And then tomorrow, these same people will be coming to cry that they're being smeared or being blackmailed. That's why it's important, first of all, prevent it. Prevent yourself. Sometimes we can prevent some of these blackmails. Sometimes we can prevent some of principal, this lady, she's mad. We can prevent some of this blackmail by removing ourselves from situations. Removing yourself. One of those ways will be, don't send those online news. Don't do this online sex thing. And like my sister, one of my audience is saying, if you must, don't show your face. Don't. And if you're a drone, don't go give people stories because they will end up blackmailing you. So if you have differences with some people, go and talk about it. Squash your beefs and move on. It's very important. I'll read some of the comments. Peaceful soul, welcome, darling. Oh, you're late. oh, maybe you've been watching in the background. We're having a call. Hello, big sis. Should I put you on the show?
Yeah.
Yes, big sis. That's what my darling big sis is here.
A genuine one at that. So
yeah.
We all are seeing in our community today.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm taking you back to this blackmail thing. I've been in and out of the show.
Yes.
So maybe the question I'm asking might have been answered. I'm not sure.
Okay, big sis.
But my question is, what is rampant among as far as blackmail is concerned?
Sorry, can you say that?
We notice that some bloggers,
yes,
they do open blackmail, and some they do it hiddenly, and then some of them, even though they do it hiddenly, they are brought out.
Yes.
And then they start undergoing embarrassment and all that. But what can we do in our community to stop this blackmail amongst us?
Yeah.
When I say amongst us, it's amongst some of us, right?
Yes.
What do we do in these communities to stop, to put an end to some of these, not some, to this blackmail that is happening within us? Because if you look at other communities, Ghanaians, South African YouTubers, Nigerian YouTubers, I'm not about blackmail. As much as I'm hearing it within the Cameroonian community, what do you think is the best thing that we can do as a community?
Yes.
As other vloggers, or even as typers and typists,
yes,
to help prevent this blackmail?
Yes. Okay, thank you. That's a great question. Thank you, big sis. Thank you so much. All right, I'll try and answer you now. Thank you so much. And also, thank you, big sis. And also, I'll plead with people in the comment section to drop your own suggestion how we can deal with the blackmail in our community. First, I would still state and emphasize, this is the first point I made. Do not pay a blackmailer. Don't pay them a dime. Because we're having this continuously because people have gone and told other people that they are making money off blackmail. Have you guys not heard about voicemails where a vlogger is going to tell another vlogger that, boy, there's money in this situation, and then that has led to the second vlogger going for it, and then the third, and then the fourth, and then the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, the eighth, the ninth, the 10th, and so on and so forth. That's because you have paid the first person. You have paid the first person, and the first person then goes on to spread the message that, oh, come in with excuse me, there's a new method to fish money off people on social media. Do not pay. Spicy, welcome, darling sis. Yet another day with Emma. Welcome, darling sis. Long time. Thanks for coming. Now, another way we can stop and shame this dark market or sector in our community will be, if you know you're under any blackmail, come out and speak. Go and see any other vlogger who you believe and trust. It's not all about that. I'm happy. Trust me, I'm happy to be one of such voices. To come and say to me, Bella, I'm being blackmailed. You have your proof of what the blackmailer is asking, how the blackmail came about, and I'm happy. I am happy, Bella, to come out here and save a soul and free somebody from depression and free somebody from anxiety and free somebody from a panic attack and free somebody from taking away their own lives. That's one way. Another way will be name and shame the vloggers or bloggers taking monies from innocent or private citizens. Name and shame them. We must. And if possible, boycott such channels. You should boycott such channel, because when you are watching such people, when you are continuously watching and supporting such people, you don't allow them feel the impact of their action. They need to be punished. There has to be a repercussion for whatever they are doing when it comes to blackmail. They have to be punished for it. They do. They do have to be. And if possible, the community can also mobilize. The community can also mobilize and report such a channel. You can, as a people, you can mobilize and go. I've seen it before. I see it on social media before, where people come out and say, this person has done so. Please go. This is a link. Follow this link for people who are tech savvy. Follow this link. Go on and report so and so for this crime. And the more people report it, the more that social media platform is going to think, oh my God, hold on a minute. We're having people coming at this, frequently. There's a problem. Let's investigate this person, or let's investigate this channel. And that's how you can make actions happen. It's very important. These are some of the ways we can handle this nasty black market in our community. These are some of the ways I feel we can handle this. I mean, if there's any suggestion there. Spicy says, if anyone is blackmailing you, the best thing to do is to toughen up and let them do what they want to do. Thank you. They will keep feeding off you unless you want to end up, a bank. Exactly. You want to be their bank? Then go ahead and give them money. Bella, please read my comments. I know of a case last year. Kayla, I need to read Kayla's comments. Where is it? All right, let me take this call. Hello, big sis.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much, big sis.
You can put me on.
Yes, you're on.
Let me give an example.
You're
right?
on, big sis.
I know somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know somebody, right?
Yeah.
Story was out there. Somebody obviously, gave a story out.
Mm-hmm.
And this I said, oh, I have your story here. I'm gonna put it out and blah blah blah. Put it out. What do you want?
Good.
Guess what? They put it out. People will talk about about it 1 week, 2 weeks. The next week, guess what? We will jump to a different story.
Thank you.
She did not pay because you know why? If she paid that money, right?
Yes.
They will look for another thing and then she will pay again.
Exactly.
They will look for another thing and then she'll come and pay again.
Exactly.
No, she said put it out.
Yeah.
Yes, they did put it out and I saw it and I listened to it. But guess what? Life continues.
Exactly.
It did not kill her.
Yeah.
People talk about it that week, maybe the next week.
Yeah.
And everybody forgot about it. Now, if you bring it up, maybe somebody be like, oh, now old story, that's a big.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly, big
Have
sis.
you ever heard about something, you hear about it until, and then after a while, you just get tired of it and you say, you know what, that's an old story, let's move on. There are new
Yes.
stories.
Thank
People
you.
will talk.
Thank you, big sis. They will
if,
always
if,
talk.
if she went and paid that blogger and said, don't put my story out there, she will continue to pay and they'll continue to blackmail her.
Yeah. There you
It's
go.
like tying somebody, putting somebody in a bottle.
It
That's what
is.
it if you pay them.
That's what it is.
Because yes, it's like, like in those days, Nigerian movie, they put somebody in a bottle, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then they're in control of you.
That's what it is. You lose control, you lose your
That's
power.
what it is. So, yes. So put it out there. Let them hear. If it's the first, if I'm the first, I will not be the last.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So put it out there.
That's it.
Maybe somebody will learn out of my stupidity.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Exactly.
It hurts, but I said don't pay any blogger.
Yeah.
If you pay a blogger for story out, you are giving them an upper hand.
There you go.
You are giving them control of your life.
Yeah.
She did not pay. She's out there doing her thing, enjoying her life. So this one is somebody I know, and the story they put it out there. So people don't pay. That's it, period. I think that's the most important part about to play about this thing.
Yeah.
Do not pay any
Do
blogger.
not.
Let them go and do their worst.
They do not.
Let them do their worst. Don't pay. Yes. Because when people stop paying them money, they will stop this nonsense.
Yeah. Thank you
When
so
you
much.
pay them money, they know that each time I bring this out, somebody is going to pay me because they don't want that shame, that disgrace, whatever. Don't worry. Your shame and disgrace is going to be for that period.
There you go.
After that, people forget and jump to something else. That's how society is. Let me tell you, we are talking
Miranda,
about
Etta, welcome, darling.
It will come a point of time that people will be tired of this story that everybody like about it, we'll talk about it, let's move. That's life.
Exactly. Exactly, big sis.
No, it's not the same thing, it's not related, but I'm saying that
It's
people
true.
will talk.
They will.
When things come out, people will talk
And it will
talk
die
and talk.
down.
And even after a year, after 2 years, it will die down. And people will be like, oh, that's old story. That's old story.
Yeah.
So, that's my contribution. Do not pay.
Thank you, big sis. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, do not pay. Do not pay. Let me just welcome some people who have come in while we're there. Shona Yoke, welcome. Sharon and Lee, welcome. Mommy Bree's first daughter, welcome, darling. I see you. Thank you so much for coming. Miranda Etta, welcome. I hope I haven't missed any other person. Oh, there's another call. Oh, hi, big sis. Hello. Hello, big sis. Oh, she must have died by accident. Welcome, Shona Yoke. Peaceful Soul, welcome. Miranda Etta, welcome, darling. I see you. Let me just read some comments. Okay, I see some comments going up. I'm just going to read them. Let's read some comments. Let's read some comments. If anyone must do, okay, no. It's reading. Bella, please read my comment. Kayla, I can't see your last comment, darling. Can you please put it again? You said, please read my comment. I know of a case last year. Let's be careful. Please, sis Kayla, if you could drop that comment again, please. I'm glad that we're not commonly used for such evil purposes back then. Exactly. For me, gossips in the streets should stop in order to avoid blackmail. Thank you, Peaceful Soul. Tata Mono says, and if you start to pay blackmail, you will do that forever. That's the simple truth. Spicy says, if you are being blackmailed, toughen up, don't pay a dime. Yeah, I've read that one already. the only way to deal with blackmailer is not to pay no money. Once you do that, you'll never stop paying. For sure, if anyone wants to blackmail me, the person is just wasting his or her time herself, because I will be enjoying myself and let them be doing what there was. Good. The mother says some may let go for God to act for them. Why? Some will go to bitter ends to do the worst. We have to be careful. That's true. Ivy Love, welcome, darling. Thank you so much. I know I welcomed you before. Thanks for agreeing with that. First daughter of Konya say it depends on what they are blackmailing you about. Regardless of what they're blackmailing you about, first daughter of Konya says you must never pay them. Trust me. It's painful, and that's why it's important for us. If your friend or your family member or loved one is being blackmailed, and you know, go around them, support them emotionally. It's very important that they know that there's somebody there who believes and understands what they are going through, and that's the only one of the ways we can help them cope and deal with the blackmail situation. If you have a dark secret and someone is blackmailing you on it, let them do whatever. At the end of the day, the bashing lasts just for a while. Soon they're looking for new trending gossip. Thank you so much. Exactly. Tiwa Savage is a typical example. Yes, baby, sit down. Mommy is almost running up, okay? Mommy, run up. Sit down for me, baby. Sit down. Have a seat, please. Like the video, guys. Let me just run up. Let me give this one last to the co-host, and then she can sit and we can round up. Sit down. Thank you. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Good job. Right. Kayla has put that comment. Somebody could not take the fact that he was being blackmailed, so he sent assassins to silence the blackmailer. Let us be careful. You see, so the blackmailers are also the receiving end. This is serious. We say no to blackmail. Thank you, Spicy. Thank you. We say no to blackmail. You see, this is serious. It's no joke. Please, as you come in, like the video, and if you're watching me, you haven't subscribed, please do me a favor to subscribe. Our target by the time we get to August is to get to 2K. So please, if you're watching this, I beg of you, do me a favor, subscribe and share the channel. Bella, the last way to stop blackmailing is for people to try to do things the right way. Absolutely, stop picking. Avoid being in a situation that will end up, seeing you being blackmailed. Do not be a drone. Do not send your nudes. Do not contact somebody to find out information about them. Do not participate in blackmail, sharing of blackmail money. All these things are just to avoid that situation. Big Caesar and Fred, I hope that we have been able to put out some useful suggestions as to how we can go about this. That was a very important question that you asked. Thank you so much. Thank you, Peaceful Soul. Thank you. Thank you. A strong supportive family or friends can be coping mechanism. Yeah, absolutely. In such blackmailing moments, lean on them, and that moment too shall pass. Thank you. Thank you, Big Caesar and Fred. Thank you. I'm glad that you're quite happy with some of the suggestions. So those are some of the suggestions. So please, we have to come together as a community to fight against this blackmail, name and shame those people who want to ruin our community by receiving blackmail money, by going out there to blackmail people and get money or extort money from them, or putting them under circumstances beyond their control. We have to stop this. We should be a society that builds and uplifts one another. On that special note, oh darling, the show is finished. We're rounding up. You can watch, you can rewatch. Sorry, it's been 2 hours and a quarter. So let's be a community that builds. Let's be a community that we are proud of, a community that sees ills and call it as it is. Big Boutique! Oh, Dr. Big Boutique in the building. Thank you so much, bro. Oh, thanks for making it just at the tail end. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing great. It's lovely to see you. It's been a while. So let's continue to stamp such evil from our community. And for all of you taking blackmail period of time, longevity doesn't exist with such money. Trust me, using blackmail money to investing on yourself or build yourself or enrich yourself is like building a house on sandy soil. You're going to build this beautiful mansion. Everybody's going to be watching it go up, looking all amazing. And before the eyes of those same people, we are going to watch it crumble right down to ground level. So let's be careful. Let's be careful how we go about making our monies here in this, our community, or any part or anywhere we find ourselves is very important. And definitely blackmail is not one of them. Let's try to be legit, work hard, earn our keep, and keep moving. So I want to appreciate and thank every single one of you for being on this show today. Thank you all for always making it so interesting and for always sharing your comments. It's just so nice to have people come on the show. Thank you so much. Yet another day with Emma. That's one of our sisters, our YouTube sisters. Please let's support her channel. She's still growing, very baby channel. Let's support her. It's always good to come and have a show where you're relaxed and share idea and you leave feeling like you've gained something. Every time I light my camera and I do a show, trust me, I lose when I put down this camera. I'm feeling very happy. Omerita Grace Muma, thank you so much for coming. I feel very happy because I go home with one thing. I go home with one single lesson, at least. That I'm saying at least, because every time, this is not just for people watching me, this is also for my own self-growth. So while we are here, we learn, we share ideas. So I thank and appreciate you all for being so kind to share your knowledge with me, for being so kind to share your knowledge with those people you're with under the comment section, and for being kind to share your knowledge with people who are going to come across this video and for generations to come. So thank you all so very much. If you know this is a content that can help you, it can definitely help a sister or a brother somewhere. Share it, talk about it, so we can build our community together. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to give a shout out to everybody. Yet another with Emma. Thank you, sis. Tata Monono. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you, means a lot. Thank you, Merited Grace. Thank you, so Poppy King. Thank you, sis, for always being there. Shireen's Kitchen. That's my baby's channel. Please, every time you're here, big sis, share that channel for me. My baby sis needs to grow. Share the channel so people can subscribe to that channel. Please. Thank you, Tata Monono. Bye. Tata Mono, you should stay and dance a little bit of my series with me before you go. Share my traditional dance with me, please. I'm going to play it after this. Yvette Mocom, thank you so much. The mother, my wisdom, sis, always coming through. Thank you. I appreciate you. On that special note and stuff, thank you, sis. Dr. Big Boutiques, thank you. Big Sis Diner Fred, Auntie Rosemary, Visionary Star TV, Minister Mrs. Bridget Benjamin, thank you so much. She's having a show after this. Peaceful Soul, thank you, Peaceful Soul. Spicy, thank you, darling. Miranda Eta, thank you so much. Last Wife for Park Colombia, thank you so much for coming, darling. I appreciate you. Sean Ayok, Songo Clovis, thank you, and wishing you all the best as you embark on that book journey. Sharon Anley, thank you. Just Babe, thank you so much. Big Sis Principal, Voice of Reason, thank you so much. What Goes Around, thank you so much. Kayla, thank you so much, sis. I appreciate your time. You know how much I appreciate you. My mom of 2 boys, thank you. I don't go Lily, my big sis for life. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Where's my Mama Peace Person? I haven't seen Peace Person for a while. Where's my Mama Peace Person? Easter to Remember, thank you so much. Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate you. Just Be Big Sis, thank you. Ashantineke, thank you, sis, for being here. Thank you so much. I hope I've called out and greeted the people who are still here. Please, that's Jinken Dawn, exactly. I hope I'll check on her. Jamila Jamile, thank you so much, sis. Let's catch up. Sophia James, thank you, sis. Thank you. You're one of the first in the house today. Thank you. I appreciate you. Please like and share if you haven't. Subscribe, please. Thank you all so very much. Miss Kim, thank you, my Miss Kim. Thank you, darling sis. Thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you. Keep being yourself. Keep being amazing. Keep setting the example in your communities. We are not perfect, but we strive for perfection in whatever thing or wherever we find ourselves. So thank you all. Seren's Kitchen, I just subscribed. Thank you, Ivy Love. Thank you so much, darling sis, and thank you so much for being here as well. That's it. Shiri's Kitchen Big Sis always drop my baby sis channel so we can boost, push it forward. It's very important. So thank you all so much. I'm gonna, play the song for my own very sis, Siru, our queen of culture. Okay, our queen of culture, so we can all enjoy it as we exit. I'm proud of my culture. Hey. Pumps on love. First daughter of Konya, thank you, sis. Pumps on love for the queen of culture. Seriously, Ama TV, my beautiful sis, the ebony queen. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening yourself. What's the you lendo ile? Sa. So thank you, Mama. Woo!